Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to start with our next unit, that is unit number 6. Unit number 6 is divided into two parts. A part is a pavement construction and B part is modern trends in highway material construction and maintenance. So we'll just start with our uh, unit. So first content, let us know what is exactly the road pavement. Road pavement is nothing but the layered structure supported by the subgrade soil to form the carriageway of the road is called as the road pavement. Okay, road pavement means over which our vehicle is moving. It is nothing but a road pavement. So, why it should be provided? What is the purpose of providing the road pavement? It will help us to carry the wheel load or whatever the traffic is going to move. It will help us to carry the load. Secondly, it will help to distribute the vehicular load over a large area of the underlying subgrade soil. Also, it will provide a smooth surface for the movement of to and fro movement of the vehicles, and also it will prevent ill effects of weathering actions on the subgrade soil. So for all these purposes we have to provide a proper road pavement. So what are the requirement? How the road pavement should be? What are the requirements to have a good road pavement? So firstly, it should be cheap and easy to construct. It should be suitable to all types of traffic. It should not develop any corrugations, that is undulations. It should be strong and durable. It should provide good visibility at the night. See, generally we are providing the black top, right? So at night it becomes hardly invisible for us to see without light, right? We can't understand the light, so we are doing the road marking with white or either the radium, right? So proper night visibility should be provided by the road pavement. Then riding must be safe and comfortable. And lastly we can say the maintenance cost. How should be the maintenance cost of the pavement? Maintenance cost should be always less. So this road pavement, firstly comes the role of GSB, that is granular subbase. Okay, it is also called as GSB. So what is GSB? GSB is granular subbase. So where it is laid in between subgrade and the pavement. Okay, so middlemost part we can say is nothing but a granular subbase. In road pavement, GSB is a protective layer for subgrade which works as a drainage layer in certain conditions. When all pavement layers are cracked or damaged, at that time this GSB layer drains out the water and protects the subgrade from major losses. Okay, this is the main motto of this GSB. Hence, in case of water reaches the pavement through saturated soil subgrade, then this granular subbase will provide quick drainage to water and reduce adverse damage effect of water in the soil. Also, it will help us to serve the structural component of the flexible pavement by distributing the wheel load over a large area. Likewise, the whatever the load will be coming, that all the stresses will be transmitted through the surface cores and granular base cores. Also, the moisture migration from the subgrade will take place, ultimately saving the top layer. Ultimately, the top layer will be saved. So, this is the main usage of this granular subbase. Okay. Now, in this second comes is waterbound macadam road. WBM road. Many a times we have heard in previous classes also WBM road, WBM road. So what is WBM road? The road having its wearing surface consisting of clean crushed aggregates mechanically interlocked by rolling and bound together with filler material, that is screen material, and water laid on the prepared base course is called as waterbound macadam road. Means in simple language, if I talk about this WBM road, simply what we have to do, we have to layer the stone, we have to compact it, we have to sprinkle some water, we have to compact it, again lay the second layer of the aggregates, compact it, again sprinkle the water, and so on. Due to compaction and sprinkling of the water, what will happen? There will be the gain in the strength. Ultimately the soil, underlying soil will gain the strength, and we can have a proper finished surface for the movement of the traffic over it. Okay, so this is nothing but a water-bound macadam road. So what are the materials required for the construction of this water-bound macadam road? So generally three types of material are used, that is coarse aggregate, screening, that is filler, small aggregates, okay, and the binding material. It may be any material, it may either be cement, it may either be bitumen, anything, the binding material. So probably three materials are required for water-bound macadam road: coarse aggregate, screening or filler material, and binding material. So I'll just talk in detail about these all materials. You properly listen carefully. So coarse aggregates. The coarse aggregates are generally used in WBM road, consist of hard varieties of crushed aggregate or broken stones. Which type of stones these are a little big size of stones, broken stones of hard type. Okay, the coarse aggregate for each layer of construction should be graded as far as possible to any of the grading range. We will almost see this in practical. The size ranges from 90 to 40, 63 to 40, and 50 to 20. These are the size ranges given in IRC. Okay, and depending on this size, the sieve sizes are also given, and how much should be the weight of passing material, that everything is given to you, and simply that material, that much quantity you have to take. That is nothing but a coarse aggregate quantity. Okay, now what should be the specification for this coarse aggregate? The coarse aggregates which are used in construction of water-bound macadam road should be durable, it should be hard, it should be free from flakiness and elongation of particles, that is, it should not be too elongated, neither it should be too flat and more in size. Okay, we are going to do this practical flakiness and elongation. Means it should be in a proportionate size. Okay, so this is about the uh, coarse aggregate. Then comes to screening, that is filler material. So the material which is used to fill up the voids in the compacted layer of the coarse aggregate is called as screening. What is screening? The material which is used to fill up the voids in the compacted layer of the coarse aggregate is called as screening. Means ultimately whatever the big stones will be laid, whatever the voids will be present, all those will be filled up by the small sized grain particles. That is filler material. Okay, so screening material is usually the aggregates of small size of the same material as that of the coarse aggregate. Okay, then to reduce the cost of this water-bound macadam construction, IRC has recommended the use of non-plastic materials such as concur or murum or gravels. Okay, what IRC have done, they have suggested to use concur, means kachkhadi, or we can say murum or gravel. Okay, then third comes binding material. Binding material to be used for WBM road construction should comprise a suitable material approved by the engineer having plasticity index value of less than 6. Its application may not be necessary when the screening used is crushable type such as murum or gravel. Okay, so I hope so you have understood these three materials which are used for WBM type of construction. Now here, what exactly is the construction process for WBM road? We have now till understood what are the materials used, but what exactly is the process for construction of this WBM road? So here you can see there is a cross section of the WBM road. Okay, so the bottommost part is the subbase consisting of the coarse sand. See, at the bottom you can see there is a, at the bottom there is a subbase consisting of coarse sand. Above that there will be a layer of base course. See here, base course. Above that there will be a layering of stones. See here, all the stones are layered in a proper way, over which there will be layering of a filler material, and above there will be a topmost layer will be a surfaced course. Here side drain shoulder will be provided, whatever will be the water that will be moved from the shoulder towards the bottommost drainage. Okay, so this is the typical cross section of a WBM road. So there are several steps to be followed for this construction of WBM road. So one by one we'll just see in detail. So first step is preparation of foundation for receiving the WBM course. So we'll first enlist down what are the methods for this, what are the steps for this WBM road. Then in next lecture we will study in detail. Okay, so the first step is preparation of foundation for WBM road. Second, provision of lateral confinement. Third, spreading of coarse aggregate. Fourth one, rolling. Fifth one, application of screenings. Sixth, sprinkling and grouting, we can say. Seventh, application of binding material. Next, setting and drying. Ninth one, preparation of the shoulder. And lastly, the road will be open for the traffic. So these are all the steps which are to be used for the construction process of WBM road. So in next lecture, we will study this all process in detail. So we'll stop here. Thank you.